full tummy? Does that create an issue for you when you're trying to get your pants to fit you properly? Hi everyone, I'm Glenda with SureFit Designs, whimsically known as Glenda the Good Stitch. Well, some of you might have a full tummy that you need to deal with. And let's take a look at the mannequin that I've done a little padding on here. And as we take a look in this camera, what I have done is I've stuffed the stomach area here, and just so that you can see that some of the issues that might be happening. And I've put a pair of knit pants on here, but you can still see that you can get fold lines coming up towards the tummy like this. And when you have a full tummy, it often creates another situation where the whole front crotch is just too full for you and there's too much fabric here. So you can see these fold lines and little cup lines that are on either side of the crotch line. And you can see that if I pinch this out, you can see how that removes those folds of fabric that are right at the top of your crotch. Now, this happens even more pronounced in a woven fabric, as you can see by the photograph that I'm showing you. You'll see the diagonal fold lines going up towards the tummy that I've indicated with the black arrows, and you'll see the horizontal red arrows are pointing towards the fullness at the base of the crotch that's just a little bit too much. So let's take a look at the pattern and see what to do to solve this problem. With SureFit Designs, you are going to start off with a standardized crotch, and it might look like this underneath. I've just put the vellum up over top because it's easier than putting it up afterward. And so you can see that this would be the standardized crotch, of course, done in your measurements. Now, I've laid a piece of tracing vellum over top where I have done an interesting modification to the front crotch line. And what I've done is basically created an S-shaped curve. So when we take a look at this mannequin form, here's one portion of the S right here, and then the other portion of that S shape goes underneath your crotch line. So that's what we're drawing on the pattern. And you're going to start off in small increments, and first of all start working with a pencil and just penciling in where you think that S should be. And actually, you can measure yourself down on your body in the fullest area of your tummy and say that's where I need the most of the fullness. And so you might want to start off with about 1/8, 1/4, or even 3/8 of an inch here, and then blend back up to the center front waist point. And then you pencil this in, and then at your crotch line, at approximately crotch point number 1 on the SureFit Designs pants pattern, you start bringing your S the opposite direction. And that gets rid of that volume and that little fold that is in the front of your pants pattern. Then, once you've done that, of course, you do need to do a test pair of pants and see how it's fitting you. And I guarantee you that this S shape is going to improve the fit considerably. But there is a little issue that happens with this, and it is this, that with this S style of curvature in the front, it means that you create another problem, which is that now you can't put a fly front in the front of your pants because you need to have a straight center front seam in order to insert a fly front. So where do you put the zipper? Well, you've got two choices. You can put it at the side seam, or you can put the zipper in center back. But now let's say that you do really want to have that fly in the front, and you've got the full tummy. So what you're going to need to do is to straighten the center front. So from this curvature, you would need to basically come up like this, and you can see that I'm still getting the same fullness that's required for the tummy, and I'm going to come across into the waistline like that. But look at the distance that I've picked up there. We'll just do a quick measure of it and see how wide that was. And it's approximately 5/8 of an inch wide. So what you'll want to do is divide that amount in half and add that half amount, which is 3/16 of an inch. You're going to add it on either side of the dart. And then you just simply will widen this dart shape out. That's going to take up the excess that you added at the center front of your pants. So that's a very, very easy way to accommodate for a full tummy and still put in a fly front zipper in the front of the pants. I hope you've enjoyed this video and the information that is provided to you on the full stomach. It's a very easy modification to do, and one of the things that it teaches you is how flexible SureFit Designs can be no matter what your body shape and size is. Some very simple design changes are going to make this pattern be the best that you've ever worn. I hope you've enjoyed the presentation, and I invite you to join the SureFit Designs community, and you can do that by going to our website, surefitdesigns.com, and signing up for the newsletter, and there are gifts to get you started. And secondly, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And last but not least, if you have a Facebook presence and would like to join our closed group, please go to facebook.com/SureFit Designs and look for the group icon. We'd be happy to have you join. Thanks so much for watching.